Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Yamuna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivatikacharya Stutarasata Sri Srimati Divanji Satyananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Continue our reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 23. The Brahmana's wives blessed. Text 20 to 25. 20. Okay. Swagatam no Mahabhaga Ashatam Karabamaki Janudrikshaya prapta. Dikshaya prapta. Upapannam idam hiva. Swagatam o Mahabhaga. Ashatam karavamati. Yanno didikshaya prapta. Upapannam idam hiva. Swagatam o Mahabhaga. Ashatam karavamati. Yanno didikshaya prapta. Upapannam idam hiva. Swagatam o Mahabhaga. Yanno didikshaya prapta. Upapannam idam hiva. Swagatam o Mahabhaga. Ashatam karavamati. Yanno didikshaya prapta. Upapannam idam hiva. Mataji. Swagatam o Mahabhaga. Ashatam karavamati. Janno didikshaya prapta. Upapannam idam hiva. Swagatam o Mahabhaga. Ashatam karavamati. Yanno didikshaya prapta. Upapannam idam hiva. Swagatam o Mahabhaga. Ashatam karavamati. Yanno didikshaya prapta. Upapannam idam hiva. Swagatam o Mahabhaga. Ashatam karavamati. Yanno didikshaya prapta. Upapannam idam hiva. Suagatam. Auspicious welcome. Va. For you. Mahabhagaha. O fortunate ladies. Ashatam. Please come sit. Karavama. I can do. Kim. What? Jat. Because. Naha. As. The Drikshaya. With the desire of seeing. Praptaha. You have come. Upapannam. fitting, idam, this, he, certainly, paha, on your part. Translation and purport by Prabhupada's disciples. Lord Krishna said, "Welcome, O most fortunate ladies. Please sit down and make yourselves comfortable. What can I do for you? That you have come here to see me is most appropriate." Please repeat. Lord Krishna said, "Welcome, O most fortunate ladies. Please sit down and make yourselves comfortable. What can I do for you? That you have come here to see me is most appropriate." Purport. Just as Sri Krishna welcomed the gopis who came to dance with him at night, he similarly welcomed the Brahmana's wives, whose pure love for him was proved by their overcoming many hindrances to see the Lord. The word Upapannam indicates that although these ladies had rejected their husbands' orders, their behavior was not at all inappropriate, since their husbands had obviously tried to obstruct their loving service to Lord Krishna. Okay, now we'll start text 20 from behind. 2021. Sukadeva Swami speaking. Nisidhyamana patibir bhratribiri bandhubi sutai Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Dirigha Srutadita Sayaha Yamuno Papane Shoka Nava Palava Mandite Vicharantam Pritam Gopai Sagajam Didrishu Sriyaha. Although their husbands, brothers, sons, and other relatives tried to forbid them from going, their hope of seeing Krishna, cultivated by extensive hearing of his transcendental qualities, won out. Along the river Jamuna, within a garden decorated with birds of Asoka trees, they caught sight of him strolling along in the company of the cowherd boys and his elder brother, Balaram. This is very beautiful. Very beautiful. Yesterday, the wives of the Brahmanas, after hearing that Krishna was hungry, by hearing that the person they have been worshiping, hearing about for a long time, their meditation had become mature. Long meditation had become mature. It takes time for maturity for maturity. It takes time. In everything, planting the seed, it will take time before you become mature. You are cooking, it will take some time before you become mature. Everything takes some time before you become mature. In our Krishna consciousness, it also takes time for us to become mature in practice. Those who are fortunate will maintain the practice, will not become deviated, not become discouraged. Like macadamia tree. Macadamia. You are from village, although you're from city, you are from village. These ones are not from village. The deepest part of the river is dark. Is it not? It's dark. So similarly, the deepest part, that is the deepest part of Krishna's love for Krishna is dark. That makes Krishna's body so dark because Krishna is made of love. So his body is deep dark. You cannot find the end to Krishna's pure love. There's no end. The more you go, the deeper it becomes. That's why Krishna's body is so densely dark, but fulgent. So he said, Shama Sundara. Shyamam Trimangalalita Mnyata Prakasham Govindam Purusham Tamasam Bhajami. For Krishna, Lord Brahma worshipped a crooked person, a person who is bent and dark. That was Brahma worship. And Vishnu is bent, but Vishnu is bent, he's straight. Ramachandra is bent, he's straight. All the incarnations are all straight. But Krishna is crooked, bent. And that is what the Brahma worship. Govindamati Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. That was Brahma worship. The crooked one, the bent one, not the straight one. Everything is straight. Everything is straight. Sanskrit. Attention! Right? That means they are all working. But Krishna works? But Krishna works? No, he doesn't work. Krishna has no duty. His duty is to dance and enjoy. That is Krishna. That is Krishna. So the wives of the Brahmana, they came, and that's what they saw. His complexion was dark blue, and his garment golden. This our charity, they will say, when the light passes through, when the thunder passes through the cloud, how is it? The thunder is what? Gold. But the cloud is dark. That is Radha and Krishna. That is Radha and Krishna together. This is what the Brahmana's wife saw. They saw this boy like that. And he was fully prepared because he knew that his lovers are coming to see him. Is it not? What do you do when a girlfriend is coming, your boyfriend is coming? You get prepared, you decorate the place, even though you're so dirty. That day you you have to clean, you brush your, at least for that day, for that moment. because both of them are pretending. One day, when their pretension become a reality, they're going to stay together and no separation. What happened? The marriage will break because they have not been clean before. Right? You only clean when they're going to meet. But now they're going to stay together. I got to see you next to nothing. You will see my next to nothing. And then lovers becomes enemies. That is our own dealing, but not with Krishna and the gopis. Not with Krishna and the gopis. Their own is different. This is wearing a peacock feather. So Krishna knew his girlfriends are coming. So he posed himself in such a way that they will see him properly to their full satisfaction. Krishna opened himself fully for them because their practice have non-maturity. Peacock feather on his head, on colored minerals. When Krishna goes to the forest, Mother Yasoda has bathed Krishna and decorated him with a lot of jewels and ornament. But when Krishna will go to the forest, he will remove everything completely, remove everything. We use all the natural minerals to decorate himself. It looks so beautiful, like Radha Govind. You see the face. Yeah, these are natural. These are natural minerals. They used to do what this is. This is they do in the forest. And because Srimati Rani is a proprietor of an artist, all artists, they learn artistical quality from Srimati Rani. She is the proprietor, is the essence of everything about Krishna. Yes. So the Krishna decorated himself with colored minerals, sprigs of flower buds, and a garland of forest flowers and leaves. Like that. Like that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Very, very sweet. He was dressed just like a dramatic dancer. Yes. He rested one hand upon the shoulder of a friend and with the other twirled a lotus. Have you done that in the village? A cassava leaf. If you pluck the leaf, cut off the head. So you can use a finger. And you can. Did you do that? Yeah. Sorry. So these are the things Krishna with the cowherd girls and the cowherd do. This is what they do in the forest. So Krishna put flowers on karandika flowers. He put here, put flowers here. Put his hand, it's the left hand he put on his friend's, and he was using this one. And his face was brightly smiling, very sweet, ready to capture the, and you had the camera, say capture the heart of the Brahmana's wife. He prepared himself fully, waiting for his friends. He was treating that. And the Brahmana's wife, they were coming gradually. Lilies graced his ears, his hair hung down over his cheeks, and his lotus-like face was smiling. So he's smiling. There's no anxiety for Krishna. There is no anxiety for Krishna. This is how Krishna posed himself. O ruler of men, for a long time, those Brahmana ladies had heard about Krishna, their beloved, and his glories had become the constant ornament of their ears. The Brahmana's wife ornament is what? What is the ornament they wear? Krishna's glories. What ornament our ears wears? The jalpa. So, are we expecting to have the same experience the Brahmanas wives had with Krishna? Are we expecting to have the experience? If we are expecting, this is cheating. Let us change our desire. Because They decorated their ear with the ornament. That means they constantly hear about Krishna. They don't hear anything else. Therefore, they have planted Krishna in the heart. Krishna is planted in the heart through ears. Hearing. Things which you don't see doesn't have any meaning. Somebody is talking about things which you don't see. It doesn't have any meaning. The things we will become attracted to something only when we hear about those things. Only by hearing. So the women were constantly hearing about Krishna. That is the ornament. That is what they used to decorate their ears. Indeed, their minds were always absorbed in him. Krishna took their heart because they were constantly hearing about Krishna. They don't have anything else to hear. Only Krishna is the topic that they hear. When we don't have anything else to think, to remember, to worship, to hear, then we are on the way to Krishna. On the way to Krishna. If we have somebody else or something else that we are meditating upon, not Krishna, something else that they have taken our attention that we constantly hear, not Krishna, we are meditating upon those things, we are still far away from Krishna consciousness. See, Krishna consciousness. It's far. Through the apertures of their eyes, they now force him to enter within their hearts. Krishna entered into the heart of the women. Krishna entered the heart. That means what? They were embracing each other. Because they are married, they don't physically embrace Krishna physically. They did that by the heart. They went to Krishna and Krishna opened his chest sufficiently to size them. It's a space for them to fit in properly. This is Krishna consciousness. And then they embrace him within for a long time. For a long time. They merge into each other for a long time. Who will not do that? Who will not do that? If you want to have a little experience, you go to Brazil. In Brazil, people don't embrace and go away. They don't kiss and go away. They hook there for a long time. I don't know if they will get Christian like that, but they're doing it for sanctification. But the women and Krishna, their only purpose is to give Krishna pleasure. They don't see themselves. They don't see themselves inside. They only saw Krishna. Why they're going to Krishna, it is for Krishna's pleasure. They carry the food, it's for Krishna's pleasure. They're seeing Krishna for Krishna's pleasure. Nothing is for them. This is pure love. There's nothing for them. This is pure love. Pure love means in pure love of Godhead and sense gratification is the same principle. It is the same principle. What is that? What is the same principle? Sense gratification, Krishna consciousness, the pure love of Godhead, a lusty desire. The same principle. The only difference is, for lust, it is my own satisfaction. For pure love, it is your own satisfaction, not my own. That's the only difference. Otherwise, both of them have the same principle. Principle is the same, not different. The difference is the quality. Therefore, Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami compared pure love of Godhead to iron and gold. Iron and gold. The same metal. The difference is the quality. So they hug Lord Krishna for a long time. They remained there for a long time. Yes. In this way, they finally gave up the pain of separation from him. We always use this word, the pain of separation. The pain of separation. Pain does not give pleasure. Is it not? Pain, does it give pleasure? So the pure devotees of Krishna, they don't feel pleasure. They don't feel pleasure. So what do we say pain of pleasure? Pain of separation. Pain of separation. It is not pain. We use the word pain, but it's not pain. The joy of separation. That is the yes, the right word. The joy of separation. Yes, very, very blissful. Especially in the material world. Especially in this material world. We enjoy something, both spiritual and material. We enjoy something when we have not gotten it yet. Right? When you get it, you will enjoy again. Is not true? When you are expecting, I'm going to buy a new car tomorrow. I want to buy a car tomorrow. The excitement will not allow you to sleep that night. Right? After getting the car, you still enjoy it? Fear of death will be haunting. Isn't it? Anxiety of maintaining it. Right? It will take you to one place and park you there. Maybe the engine is or the fuel got finished somewhere, something somewhere. Is that enjoyment? You'll enjoy something only when you never get it. But the moment you get it, even money, when you get money, you feel happy? You fear. The moment you see somebody coming, how much are you coming to ask me? How much are you going to ask me? The relationship changed automatically. Immediately, the fear immediately overtakes the happiness which we were expecting. In the spiritual life, that is called Vipralamba. It is superior to Sambhoga. Therefore, Krishna personally created Vipralamba for devotees. So we call it pain of separation. Actually, it is the joy of separation. Because it is joyful when we are expecting we're going to meet. It is joyful. That is where the enjoyment comes. Yes. Of separation from him, just as sages gave up the anxiety of false ego by embracing their innermost consciousness. And today we are looking at. So Lord Krishna is seeing the women. Krishna is seeing the women and properly welcome them in this way. They have entered into each other and embracing each other. After all, his senior brother is there also, so he will not do that in his presence. Lord Krishna, who witnesses the thoughts of all creatures, understood how those ladies had abandoned all worldly hopes and come there simply to see him. Thus, he addressed them as follows with a smile upon his face. Lord Krishna said, "Welcome, Swagatam. Welcome, Wo Mahabhagaha, O mostly fortunate ones. Mahabhaga, mostly fortunate one. What is their fortune? The fortune of devotee is Krishna. The fortune of the women is Lord Krishna, the supreme personality of Godhead that we worshiping. That is their fortune. They are fortunate. One is considered fortunate and will get pure love of Godhead. So here, I mean, described as most fortunate because they have gotten their Krishna, the object of their meditation. They are meditating for years. Hare Krishna. Comments? Let's go.
Hare Krishna. So, please, to say that we all have the right to accept Krishna and also serve Him. We can only serve someone better when we hear more about the person. For example, in Mahabharata, the story of Damayanti and Nala, King Nala, they didn't see themselves. They were hearing from other people about themselves. And they developed intense love for one another. The same thing is being. So the question is, those who are deaf, how will they develop love for Krishna when they don't hear like we are hearing from Shimana? How will they develop love for Krishna?
How will the deaf people become Krishna conscious since they cannot hear? Because we are talking about the importance of hearing. They will get Krishna consciousness. Yesterday, we talked about what? Yesterday, we talked about yesterday. Prasadam. Prasadam. Let them take prasadam. Provided it is prasadam. They also get Krishna consciousness. Because Krishna Mahaprasadam is not different from Krishna. And Mahaprabhu would say, this Jagannath Prasadam is set after by great personality like Lord Shiva, the Brahma. They're looking for Jagannath Mahaprasad. They're looking, they're meditating, praying, performing austerity to get it. And Chidam will say, today, all of you will get that pure love by taking Jagannath Mahaprasad. Mahaprasad. Mahaprasade Namo Brahmana Vaishnava Sarva Punya Patanraja Visashunaiva Jayate.
Just receiving very. We had one that young, Mangalacarana and Prayers. He was a deaf. He reads. So he hears, apart from the prasad, reading, though he's passed away now.
Yes, many ways. Many ways. So another way is to read. They cannot hear, but they can read. There's one devotee, look, the Prabhupada has one devotee also. He cannot talk. And he was a powerful book distributor. Powerful book distributor. Although he can't talk. Not like some other. He can talk. So, it is true it is 100% true that if there is a will, there is a way. It's 100% correct. This is not there. This is not there. Not the issue. The issue is there is no will. That's all. So the devotee cannot speak, and they were distributing books more than those who can speak. What is his formula to distribute the books? He printed a small card. In that card, he wrote there, I cannot talk, but this book will talk to you. So you take the book. So he showed the people. People were feeling, oh, this man cannot talk. You take the book. They are taking the book. He cannot talk. He's so dedicated like this. So dedicated to his goal like this. That's how he was distributing books. More than those who can talk.
Maharaj, I was deaf since 15 years old. I was practically deaf. Most of my ears. And then I got some hearing aids, but not such good quality. And I could hear something. Then after, when I was 40 years old, then I got an operation. And that was after 20 years in the ashram. And because I couldn't hear well, I am reading them out in class. And I was reading Prabhupada's books 4 hours every day. So I think that connection with Prabhupada through his books, that's even for me more important than even the sadhana. I mean that this was for me, that connection. And then as the years came by, I just came from Denmark now. I just got the best hearing aids that exist, I think, one of the best ones in the world. And now I can hear
better.
Yeah, and also the Maha Mantra much better. But I think that, like you were saying, Maharaj, like if you have a desire, then there is a way. And so if we don't do one part of devotion service,
Can do another part.
Yeah, we do the other one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So you cannot hear, you can read, you can take prasada, you can read, like in our case, you read for the mouth. If desire is there are so many ways. So many ways. So, in one word, for a serious person in Christian consciousness, there is no obstacle. Right? Yes. There is no obstacle for a serious person in Christian consciousness. What was very, very serious, the last trip to India, the topic we're discussing throughout is serious and sincere in Christian consciousness. That's the topic we discuss throughout our Indian trip and US trip also. Serious and sincere. And so many references, Prabhupada, Bhagavatam, many places we're discussing that. So if one is very serious and sincere, you will see Prabhupada in 2 verses. Come to Bhagavad Gita chapter 10, text 10 and 11, purport. Bhagavad Gita chapter 10, text 10 and 11, purport. Prabhupada repeated the same thing. One may have a bona fide spiritual master. You have bona fide organization, bona fide scripture, everything bona fide. But if one is not intelligent enough, you're not intelligent enough to understand. If he's very sincere and engaged in service, Krishna will eventually help that devotee to become pure. 10, 11. two purports for the picture descent. Yes. So it's there are many ways. There are many ways. Even materially speaking, that's it. When one road is closed, many more are opened. Many more. So obstacle is for those who are not serious and sincere. Otherwise, it doesn't exist in Christian consciousness. Or
So in the opening statement said just us. So that's where my question lies. So unlike the Brahmanas wives, you can see they were advanced in age as compared to Krishna. So virtually society will not take that very serious. But on the side of the gopis, didn't Krishna also think about what society would speak about those ladies who were married, they were young? Of course, the other side of the pastimes, the spirituality and that. But in the case of the Pasamoni and Kuti, then that of Pasamoni and Satyavati, at least, he talked about the young ladies' social status and how they will protect their chastity. So the Krishna also in a way consider that what society will.
why does Krishna consider what society would think about his? Yes. What is society? What people would think about him dancing with people's wife in the dead of night? Did Krishna consider it before he did it? Thank you. Thank you. If I will you consider how I would think? Will you consider how I will think seeing you and your wife romancing? You will consider me? How I would think about that? Maybe, but not sure. Right? Will you consider me, you holding your wife's hand, we are both of you are struggling? Will you consider what I would think about that? Why is holding this woman's hand? Will you consider me think about that? No. It's your wife. Right? Yes. Yes, yes. This is my wife. Is it not? That is, agitation is your problem, not my problem. Because it's my wife. And I'm not doing it public, and I'm doing it in a secluded place.
When we come to the gurus, we are addressing the issue with our wife. The fact is that sometimes we are even afraid to say my wife. I don't know if other devotees are experiencing that because as we are accustomed to this life.
How will you address? We are not impersonal. What is personal? What is wrong to say, this is my wife, but not the way we are saying it. The way we're saying it is wrong. We don't understand the Sanskrit words, and we are using it wrongly. You introduce your wife to somebody as your mother. That is wrong. Right? That's what we do here. Prabhu, this is my Mataji. Mataji means your mother, not your wife. Prabhu, this is my Patni. That's your wife. That is correct. Otherwise, just use the language which we know. This is my wife. So everybody understand that. So it is not wrong to tell somebody, yeah, guru, whatever. This is my wife. When you were waiting with you didn't know that it's a wife. Guru didn't know it's a wife when you were both of you waiting. When he was waiting both of you, he didn't know. He knows. So what they don't tell him, oh, Gurudev, this is my wife. It's like this, like this. Actually, he's going to ask you, how is your wife? What will you tell him? It's with her. Yes. So anyway, the gopis Krishna is dancing with. He brought them from Bloka here. Whose wife is that? Krishna brought them from there here. I came to visit you with my wife. And when I leave here, I asked, why are you going with the woman? Does it make sense? That's foolishness. I came with my wife to your house. So I should go with her when I want to leave. They are asking me, why are you going with the woman? It's my wife, so I have to go with her. That's what is happening. The gopis are saying there are two sets. There are two sets. Or three sets. Three sets. One set, Krishna came with them here. Second set and the third set, they are Shruti-charis and Muni-charis. The sages who were meditating when Lord Machanda was present, and they desired to live with him like that. He told them, in this incarnation I cannot do. The next one is Krishna, and I can do that. They joined him as gopis. Is it wrong for Krishna to fulfill the desire? Is it wrong for Krishna to fulfill your desire? I've been chanting Hare Krishna for many years, right? I've been doing so many things. Is it wrong for Krishna to fulfill your desire? Is it wrong? If Krishna does not do that, will you think that is fair? Will you say it is unfair? No, I'm asking. This is a practical thing. It's unfair. Because you have been meditating upon him for a long time. Like the Brahmana's wife, they went to him and were issuing the word. Their meditation became mature. They went to him. So that is what is happening. These Shruti-charis and Muni-charis, the Vedas personified, the Vedas, they are not qualified to enter into Krishna Lila. They are not qualified. For them to qualify, they have to give up their Vedic position to take a different form. Then they are qualified to enter into Krishna Lila. So they have done that. Now they are qualified by meditation to participate with Krishna. And Krishna is dancing with them. And someone is coming to say, why are you done with them? Is that fair? It is ignorance, and that is why we are suffering. We are suffering because of ignorance. Intelligent person, Sukadeva Goswami will not ask Krishna why. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, this sannyasi, did he say why? He was clapping hands. The best way to worship Krishna is the method adopted by the gopis. No that way one can serve Krishna up to that level. Chaitanya approved that. The greatest sannyasi, he approved that. So before we talk something, we should know what is happening before we talk. Right? Yesterday, Rasavan was going to tell me, before something he told, we should give the full detail. So before we talk about something, we should we should know the complete detail. They have practiced austerity for years to have Krishna as a husband. And now Krishna fulfilled them. Krishna decided, now this is Sarat moon. This is the time to fulfill the desire of these devotees who have been searching for long. So let me satisfy them now. And he did that. What is wrong with that? That is one thing. What is one thing? Second thing. Krishna's Goloka activities are not in the scripture. Right? The scripture has limitation. The scripture has limitation. Therefore, the gopis are exalted because they abandon all the rules and regulations of the scriptures to meet with him. The Father couldn't stop them. brothers, sons, relatives, custom, scripture couldn't stop them. That what pleases Krishna. If you want to capture Lord Krishna, we have to give up everything, family, everything. When we satisfy that for Krishna, that's the price to get Krishna. And these people, they did that. They paid the price to get Krishna. You should celebrate their success and not to ask Krishna, did you think before you start dancing with people? Who are the people you're dancing with? Yes, they are his people. Sukadeva Goswami used the word Krishna Jalaru. Jalaru means Krishna's family, Krishna's family members. They are the people he came with. They are not from here. He only came to teach us what he's doing there. And we should remember that Krishna did not perform these activities for us. It is not for us. Krishna did it for his people. We are just intruders. And that is why we can ask this question. Not you, I'm not talking about you. Not you. Yes, not you who is talking like this. So many fools, that is the question. So many fools are talking. Oh, this is immorality. Krishna does not, we're talking about Lord Ramachandra, follow rules and regulations. He's straight. Vishnu has to follow rules and regulations, they're all straight. Krishna does not have to follow rules and regulations. Whose rule? Whose rule? Who will give Krishna a rule to follow? Huh? Who? He is supreme personality of God. When the Krishna was initiated, the Gayatri mantra, so it's a chant Gayatri mantra. So Krishna took the mantra. And when it is time for him to say the mantra, so he's thinking, somebody in this world, there's somebody who will teach me something. Somebody is superior to me that can teach me something. Is there anybody? Anybody? And this mantra is for who? Narayan. Who is my expansion. So I should chant Narayan, and Narayan should chant my glories. Who should? Who? Eh? And then Krishna will look around, and the elderlies, they will think otherwise. He didn't want to chant the mantra. So Krishna called the parrot, my dear parrot. You should do some service. I want to remain a good boy. I want people to know me. So he started telling the parrot, I want you to chant this mantra. Dhara, da, ra, da, ra. The opposite is ra, da. So Krishna changed it to Dhara. So the parrot was singing Dhara, 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 Ra, Dhara, Dhara. That is the same thing, Ra, Dhara, Dhara. And Krishna was enjoying. So they think Krishna is chanting his mantra, but he was hearing. Yes, the parrot was singing, not himself. He didn't chant the mantra. That is Krishna, is a supreme personality of God. It's like Mangalacarana and Swami said, referring to the same thing. Krishna and the gopis exalted. Other men, lusty men, they are low class people, but not the gopis. Also, in the Krishna book, Prabhupada said, Krishna said when Krishna was dancing with the gopi, what was his age? Hmm? 9 years. Yes. At that time, 9 years old boy lost non-manifest years. Now it manifests. For that time, 9-year-old boy or girl, loss is not there, it will not show. Now it is sure, 5 to show. Yes, 5 to show. That it doesn't show. So what is the loss inside? Right? Loss is not there. At that time, it was another point. This one is activity of the soul to soul. Purely for God, it is soul to soul activity, not body to body activity. Body to body activity is lost. Soul to soul is Brahma. We don't have the qualification to enter there. We are outsiders, so we cannot see perfectly. We're using our material eyes to see, so we can't see perfectly. For those who are participating, like all our Goswamis and Manjaris, they are participating. They don't feel otherwise. That's why Bhagavatam is recommended to read Bhagavatam from Canto 1. What is the idea? The idea is when we go to Canto 9 is like Kichri. It's all mixed up all together. This is so many things are all mixed there. By the time we finish Canto 1 to Canto 9, we are expected to become pure devotee. That's the expectation. Of course, it's not happening, but that is the expectation. That Canto 9, we should become a pure devotee. So by Canto 10, we are participating with Krishna. That's the idea. We are no more outsiders. Now we are purified to participate. When we hear this, we are participating. So we don't feel otherwise. Because we are participating. We are doing the same thing with Krishna. Unfortunately, we don't. it doesn't work like that. But that's his idea. And if we really diligently, scrutinizingly follow the principle, the Bhagavatam, carefully from Canto 1 to 9, period. Canto 10, we join Krishna and fully celebrate with him. Everything. So please let us understand. These activities were not performed for us. Krishna did it for his people, among themselves. He came to demonstrate that. This is for him and his people. This is the verdict of Srila Jiva Goswami. Jiva Goswami, that is Tattva Acharya. This is our Tattva Acharya. That is his conclusion. These activities Krishna did for his people, Brajavasis. This day when you go to India, we go to India, we go to Vrindavan, so Brajavasis. But see, the real Brajavasi Krishna came with here. He took them back. They're not here. They're not here. You understand? They're not here. Krishna brought them here and he took them back with him. He cannot leave them here. That's all. Huh?
The curiosity of this my question,
Yes.
by extension, is still about the society.
Mm.
That happened in India, and they have this belief understanding.
Not even there.
Yeah, that's what
It depends on purity, not geographical considerations.
yes. But still here, Christian consciousness is so marginalized.
Mm.
The bigger society don't understand what we are doing. They are into the mainstream.
Yes.
And we have not been able to turn their consciousness to Krishna consciousness understanding.
Yes.
So, for instance, there is cow Buddha. We do cow Buddha. We supposed to water, sometimes even worship the cows. And we are amidst these people. So, this is where we are person centered society. Somebody buy a car, then we are doing the puja here. I say, look at this Krishna people. Sometimes people to worship the cows with all the Panamalilians and they are passing. Then it takes them far away from how they were even coming with these idol worships. So this is where I was taking consideration being person the society.
Mm.
Since we have not been able to turn our consciousness to understand what we are doing. So in that case, what do? Do we we hide, and somebody bring cow, must we go and get some kind of being over and hide? We are watching the cows, we hide. So this, maybe I'm not asking my question.
No, I understand you. I got you. I get you. We cannot stop worshiping our cows or cows. We cannot stop that because of people's misunderstanding. We cannot stop because of them. We will do our cow puja freely as we want. People become interested. Yes, we should not misbehave. We should not misrepresent the movement in any way. We should not misrepresent the movement in any way. But we should also not avoid the things we're supposed to do because people are going to talk about it. Well, the philosophy we have for people is beginning of our guitar. We are not this body. People should start from this. And let me tell you, we are going to take to Krishna consciousness according to our karma. We cannot take to Krishna consciousness otherwise. According to our karma, someone will become devotee. If he's a devotee, will become a devotee, irrespective of whatever happens, be a devotee. And so we're not going to be a devotee, will not be a devotee. Even if you don't worship cows, even if you don't do puja for cow, they will still not be a devotee. Yes, we know that we have to encourage people by good behavior. Our main issue is not all these things. Our main issue is our own negative consciousness in what we do. That is the main problem. If a genuine person, a honest person, engaged sincerely in Christian consciousness, even if you make a mistake, people will not take it seriously because Christian is the heart of everyone. And if we have a dangerous consciousness, which is not Christian consciousness, even if you try to cover, paint ourselves with all fans, it will still show, and people will not follow us. The best thing for us to do is to try to become a sincere, serious devotee. If that quality is there, if that is our consciousness, and we are trying our best in that way, everything will go nicely. Things are happening because of our negative practices. Constant breaking of principles, illicit sex is a normal thing. Other malpractices, misrepresenting the movement with water or charcoals or all these things, they are creating the problem, not our sincere practice. If you practice nicely, serious and sincere practice of Christian consciousness, everything will go nicely. Even if you make mistake, Christian will let them know. Christian is there in the heart of everyone. He will let them know that this is a mistake, not an issue. But if we are misbehaving, breaking principles as we're doing, then the consequences will come as we are facing. When the environment is polluted, then it will manifest in many ways. Many ways. What the obvious thing is what we see when the Christian want to punch our face. The truth is that the things you have been doing all along behind, it will manifest in this way, this way, this way. So we should be careful with what we are doing. I'm repeating, we should be sincere and serious in our practice. Everything like nobody will be disturbed because you do puja a cow or worship a cow. Nobody will be disturbed by that. Some common people will talk. They will talk. Yes. That will not disturb our Christian consciousness. It will never disturb our Christian consciousness. What will disturb our Christian? What is disturbing our Christian consciousness is our sinful practice in a pure environment. When we bring in contamination to our consciousness, look at devotees. How many of us are keeping the good principles? I mean, from the top to down. It will bring reactions. We should look at that, not just the offering puja for a car or for cows. I can't stop worshiping cow because somebody will misunderstand. No. After Rupa Swami told us that we shouldn't do this thing, yes, in the public, then later of devotion. We should not worship Krishna in the presence of non-devotees. We should do our worship in the presence of devotees. Best thing is we should do the right thing. Keep the regulative principles. We should keep the regulative principles strictly. Papa said. If we do that with all sincerity and seriousness, nothing can stop us from progressing. Nothing. People were going to come. If they will come. They will not come. See, Radha Govina is standing here, their presence, and they are in our heart. You know everything all of us are doing. They are responding to that. We should be careful with what we do. We should be careful. That is the problem. Is it clear? Yes. Prabhupada. Bhagavatam.